hey, let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Obviously, I was having a bad makeup day. I know it. If you could be so kind as to just overlook that. Okay, let's continue.
Starting a new show that I haven't seen yet, and it'll just be me. I'm solo dolo. So we are going to start Interview with a Vampire. Now, I really don't know much about this series. I remember the movies from like the mid 90s, early 90s with Tom Cruise. And I remember very distinctly Kirsten Dunst as like a child. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know. I haven't read the book. I believe it was a book as well. So even though this is kind of like a remake, I'm assuming, and it's a series instead of just a motion picture movie, I don't know anything. And my knowledge of vampires is essentially limited. I remember the Blade series with Wesley Snipes, and I was True Blood fan for a while. I checked out before the end. It got bad. It kind of like took a nosedive. I remember that. But that's really all I know. So we are going to get into Interview with the Vampire. I've heard really good things about this series. People's whose opinions I trust. Shout out to Podcast Fandom. And I like the main character. He was Grey Worm in Game of Thrones, and I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, so I am looking forward to this. So we're going to get into it. Just like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Whatever thoughts I have about this, just let me know if I'm on the mark, I'm totally off, or you agree, disagree. I just know, just let me know. So we are going to go ahead and get into it now. I.e. white man. Oh, that is beautiful. That's in the United Arab Emirates. The palm, it's like man-made, but it's like a palm leaf, and it's for the uber rich, as I understand it. I don't know if I really want to go to the desert. I just don't know. Louis.
We've grown old.
That's what people do when they wake up every day.
Yeah, well, mortality beats a heavy drum. And here's another question. That's the sun out there. Where's your coffin?
You're standing in it.
Well, obviously, he's not a day walker. Oh, he bit him.
You were disrespectful.
I was high.
You were not worthy of my story then.
Maybe your story wasn't worth telling. Hire a transcriber. I don't do puff portraiture anymore.
And yet, you got on a plane
Right.
with an autoimmune disease in the middle of a pandemic.
You got on a plane to come all this way. Why?
It was a neighborhood called Storyville.
That was the old
So
red
he a
light
pimp?
district, yeah?
20 blocks of drinking, gambling, and gluttonous whoring.
Okay, so as the honorable executor of the family's estate, you were in what business exactly, Mr. Dulac?
You could say I managed and operated a
You was a
diversified
pimp.
portfolio of enterprises.
Yeah.
You were a pimp.
The product
You
was
a pimp.
desire, and it came in as many forms.
Mr. Dulac!
You had to be if you wanted to survive. You couldn't look weak on Liberty Street. Damn, Doris.
Ain't that officially a peg leg? They call them peg legs back then. She's an amputee, but they called it peg leg.
God damn it, Bricks.
He stuck it in my shit box.
I did no such thing.
Gave him a chance to pull out, he kept on fucking. So I gave him a little squirt of my catfish dinner for going there. Don't believe me? Check his dick.
Who the fuck you talking to? I ain't taking no man's dick.
Oh, God.
Am I to understand this man? I had thoughts. I'm not going to say that. That's just, okay. Anyway, this man tried to have anal sex with this sex worker. And she tried to stop him and he kept going. So when he pulled out, he had the remains of her dinner. That's why everybody like, oh, it stinks in there because he had shit on his dick. Is that what I just want to make? I'm just processing. She's in the right. He's in the wrong. Let's carry on. So much wine. It turns me into a raging racist, the alcohol. Exhausting. There is no point in American history that being black isn't exhausting. She felt something in her loins when he kissed her. Just quick. He is jealous of a man because both of them are in a pleasure worker place of business. He's jealous of the worker doing her job. How do you be possessive of a sex worker while they are at work? Not at work, cool, but she's at work. How? Men are special. Yeah, okay. Just checking my notes here. Men. This is definitely a thing men do. 1910, 2023. What is the difference? Who's evolved?
Please get my
Who's
food there.
changed? Nobody.
Wonderful to meet you. I do hope I run into you again, Louis.
Now see, that's it. That light gonna stay on all night. No.
I said you do it for 10%.
All respects, Mr. Anderson, but you posing 10% for all the work?
15? There's capital investment, and there's labor. Both has its seat at the table, wouldn't you say, Mr. Lestat?
Exhausting being black.
Well, I can only speak of my story that is a bon marché, shopping experience like no other. These men look down on you. I have to say, I find it appalling how men like yourself are treated in this country of yours. It's undeniable. I came to my wealth on...
Okay, just quick. I can't help it. This man is telling a story verbally, communicating telepathically with one particular person, and essentially froze time. That is multitasking to the highest order. Good grief. Like, what? I didn't know vampires could stop time. That is new to me. Communicating telepathically, yep. True Blood, they did that fine. But yeah, this freezing time thing is kind of weird. Vampires are so rich. It's very tempting.
Ravaged the booksellers of their oldest volumes for a library, and with encouragement, updated his wardrobe to the fashion trend.
Let me just
It was a
put my hair behind my ear. Oh, so Paul has mental health issues. Got it. He's like, well, got to see it through, my boy. Got to see it. My G, if you just want to watch, why you getting naked too? Oh, he's okay. As long as we all into it, we all consenting, I don't care. She called one and went straight to sleep. Good job, girl. Your work is done for the night. Nah, I didn't say you could bite me. Shit. I'd be like, we are levitating. That is some next level sex. We are levitating. 3, jump! Oh, she looks gorgeous. Petty Paul. Petty. He ain't smiling.
He's supposed to dance with me to start the night off.
I love you, Louis.
I love you too, baby brother.
Paul gone down the other way. Paul's in hell because of you.
It's grief. It's misplaced grief, but it still hurts. Like, I get it. You're hurt and you don't understand. But it's misplaced grief. And words mean things and they can hurt.
Made for the discerning predator.
Mes condoléances.
Pas ici.
An elegant coffee. Would you tell me where you purchased?
Move on.
I wait on my balcony every night. You've been avoiding me.
I have been
Miss Lily
occupied.
proved herself a poor substitute, and I don't take kindly to
It's my
being
brother's
avoided.
funeral.
Yeah.
Believe me when I tell you, your brother longed for that flagstone.
What'd you say to me?
I got it, boss. Keep walking.
How dare you? Get out of here.
Put it somewhere. Don't let it inside.
It's too late. I've heard it multiple times now.
See you back at the wake?
And I'm the one that saw it happen. Like, girl, I mean.
Come to me. I did not go to the wake.
And me, Miss Lily.
Miss Lily died, Mr. Dulac.
What?
2 weeks ago.
What?
Police found her under the docks. Said she contracted the fevers that's been going around. Blood went and dried up inside.
He killed Lily.
Yum.
I failed my brother.
No, son.
I lost my mother and sister, and rather than fix it like a man should, Lord, I run like a coward. I run to the bottle. I lay down with a man.
I don't know if you should have said that, sir.
Devil, and he has root in me.
What is happening? I'm not really here. I'm not really here. I'm not really here. Child, he done slipped in the blood like a little white girl. It's curtains, dude. Sorry, my G. You got one episode, young, cause yeah, he. Nigga, what?
Love you, Louis.
No. That's not love, okay?
I send my love to you.
For the first time in my life, I was seen.
Be my companion. Be all the beautiful things you are. And be them without apology.
Child, don't do it. It was just good sex. That's all it was. Don't do it. This man does not love you.
Drain me to the very threshold.
Can you drain a vampire of their blood? Let me know in the comments, because I don't know. Jada's not with me. Okay. So I just watched the first episode of Interview with the Vampire on AMC Plus, and that was amazing. Really amazing. Like the storytelling, the acting, everybody was amazing. Grey Worm, I probably should learn his real name. But Grey Worm was amazing. Amazing. So captivating. Paul was excellent. Paul was shady and petty, okay? He may have had some struggles, but he did not struggle with being shady or petty, okay? So yeah, like that was so good. And let me just be very clear. Lestat, whatever his name is, the vampire, he does not love Louis, okay? That is not love. That is gaslighting. That is manipulation. That's not love. Like, no, that was not love. Because actually, yeah, that was manipulation, because he isolated Louis. Louis had nobody else to turn to but him in the end, and he orchestrated that. So, first of all, you know, he is in the second line for his brother's funeral, and he come up to him like, man, I've been waiting on you. Where are you at? Sir, this is not the time. I am trying to bury my brother. Which... okay, so Paul said that Lestat, whatever his name is, had got in his head, talked to him without moving his lips. So he was speaking to him telepathically previous to him passing. I wonder if he got in Paul's head while they were on the roof, and that's why he committed suicide. Because, listen, I get it. You know, when people are ready to not be on this earth anymore, there's not always something you can do or say. I do fully understand that. But they didn't come across or share anything that he tried to kill himself before. They didn't give any indication of that. And then he just, bloop. Like, I'm sure he was either bipolar, schizophrenic, both, whatever. That's fine. But just, like, I think Leston did that. I think so. That's the first person that he was able to get away from Louis. That was a barrier for him. The second person was Lily. That's who he turns to. He don't even have sex with Lily. He go up there and he talk to her. That's a companion. That's a friend. Got her out the way. Killed her. And then even when he was trying to force Louis to come to him, instead of going to him, he first went to Lily. That's not an option anymore because he eliminated that option. And then he went to the church to go to confession, to go to that priest that had been a friend to their family. He is in the middle of confession, and this man comes in. Risk, that's a risk to him to be in a church. He kills the priest, somebody that he was turning to. He killed the priest. That is not love. That is gaslighting and manipulation. This man is terrible, and I hope somehow that somebody puts a wooden stake through his heart in episode 2. That's terrible. It makes me upset. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you feel about this love, quote unquote. Let me know what you think, because that's terrible. He's a terrible person. Vampire, non-human, whatever. He's terrible. I'll be back with episode 2 as soon as I can, because I need to see this man. He needs to get got some way, shape, or form, because that's not love. That's not love. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm upset. I'll talk to you later.